At last, hello, my boys, my girls, welcome to the stream. Quoting Palpatine there if you didn't get it. How are you doing, everyone? Good to see you. What's up? Another stream. I'm keeping to my word for once. I told you, give me time and I'll fiddle my way back into your subscription boxes and your suggested boxes. Just give me time. Yesterday's video is picking up. YouTube seems to have this thing with me now. The video does terrible for the first 22 hours and then all of a sudden it's like thousands of views every hour. I don't quite get it, but we are back. We're still here. Hello there, Tyler. Moaning as always. You don't give me £9. You give me 5, I believe, unless you upgraded, which I don't believe you did. How you doing, Matthew, Hector, Commander Fox, Mike, Gillian, Oyen, welcome, Matthew, Wobbuffet. You missed the stream text. Well, this is the second one back. I'm glad you can make it to this one. Lego Boy, how are you, my friend? Mike, you're sick. Well, I hope you get better soon, my friend. I got sick like late November and I just avoided it since, which was quite incredible. Let's go with all these invites. See, it just invites the wrong accounts. Like, there's certain people who I don't invite because they're not members, and it just invites the other ones. How you doing, Poke? Good to see you. Poke, did you get your code, by the way? Like, did you use it and everything? Because you never got back to me. Just to clarify, how you doing, Matthias? Welcome. Well, Tyler, I don't need to fiddle you, do I, to watch my streams? You'll be here anyway, I'm sure. How you doing, Dragon? Bro, welcome. Matthias, welcome. Fly Guy, I'm always right. The sequel content trailer won't get to 1 million views. See, I addressed this in my comments section yesterday, but nobody saw it, so I'll address it in a second as to why I was still right. But anyway, like I said, like I said in my video yesterday, I don't get everything right. But if we wanna actually sit here and count all the times I've been right, we can do it. We might be here for a while. It outweighs the times I've been wrong quite significantly. Yoda Pickle, welcome. CPT, welcome. Stars Gaming, welcome. We got a lot of people here. How you doing, guys? If you're new, like and subscribe, all that lovely stuff. On the way to 35,000 subs. God, it could have been more if I wasn't so busy last month, but hey, can't moan about it forever. Although I'm sure there was a trailer for the sequel content. Hey, right, okay. Why was I, so basically, what were my words? I'll repeat them. I was like, the sequel content trailer won't even get to 1 million views, guarantee. And look, I'm not saying I was totally wrong. I'm not saying I was totally right. I'm not saying I was totally wrong, but I highly underestimated that the sequel trilogy trailer would compare to the Geonosis trailer, just because of the enthusiasm for that overall trilogy. I didn't expect that, admittedly, that as many players... Like, I didn't expect them making an edition called Celebration Edition and just putting troopers' helmets all in, like, a line would attract as many players as it did, I'll admit that. I didn't see that one coming at all. But what we actually got wasn't a sequel trilogy trailer or a Rise of Skywalker trailer, even though it says that at the start. It was the Celebration Edition trailer. That's what it was. So obviously when you do something like that, when you advertise a new version of the game, what does it do? It blows up a bit. And if you also want to look at the comments of that trailer as well, it is basically people mostly memeing the Grievous and Obi-Wan thing in the trailer, because like Obi-Wan pops up like hello there, doesn't say it, but it's very reminiscent. Like the whole comment section is basically people just fantasizing about the final part of the trailer with like all the eras in it. So if it had just been a Rise of Skywalker trailer on its own, it still would have done better than I anticipated, because like I said, I didn't expect this Celebration Edition to do as well as it did, and I'll admit I was wrong there. But overall, if this is what I said in my comments section yesterday, if you put the Geonosis trailer out today, so if it, and obviously you don't re-upload it, it's not going to do well, but what I mean is, if Geonosis wasn't a thing a year ago and you put that out now with how the game's come back, it would do insanely better than that trailer did. It's like if they do a trailer and like Ahsoka and Ventress is on the front. It will easily get over what the Celebration Edition trailer did, but anytime you advertise a new edition of the game, it's going to do well. Did that explain my point? I hope. Anyway, we joined this late, so I'm not too bothered if I do terrible. Did I see Ricky in the game? No, I didn't. I was going to say, because I don't believe he's online. Does anyone else see PT? I believe you'll need an invitation. Falcon. Yeah, I'm totally, don't get me wrong, Kenji Club, I'm totally happy that the Celebration Edition trailer is doing well. It's like, I'm very annoyed that I was so busy in December because it was an insanely big month for the game, one I didn't even see coming. Like, I knew Rise of Skywalker content was going to be big. I didn't expect it to fail by any means. And do I think, like, you know, are people losing their minds as much over the sequel trilogy content as there was for, like, the prequel trilogy content? No, but obviously it was still going to do well. But I do congratulate them because it did a lot better than I ever thought it would have done. So I'll give them credit there. I just hope next December isn't big because December's always going to be a hard month for me. It's never going to be like I'm probably going to be as inactive this December coming up. It's weird to say this December coming up because it's like 11 months away, but I'll probably be just as inactive this December as I was last December and the December before that. Right, let's go with Palpatine, try and steal some kills here. Poke, you're loading up, I'll try and get you in then. Inky, welcome. Yeah, I love the Rise of Skywalker, the movie. Look, I recognise its plot holes, but my main thing for Star Wars movies is actually to just enjoy it. That's where The Force Awakens succeeded. It wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. But The Last Jedi really didn't succeed in doing that. The Rise of Skywalker did. You know, I question stuff like the hyperspace, light speed skipping, what's it called? That's a bit weird. Like, it makes total sense that that's a thing, although you'd have to be insanely lucky to not get yourself, like, basically ram into a building. How Poe misses the buildings, I don't have a clue, but I still think it's rather cool. I honestly thought, like, the Holdo maneuver was pretty cool in Episode 8. If that was just... I still think it's ridiculous at the same time, but if that was, like, one of its only issues, I'd probably be alright with it, but it's kind of just one of many, isn't it? Oh no, we lost the battle. Oh, terrible. Hello, Leonard, welcome. If you're new, guys, like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. On the way to 35,000 subscribers, so do be sure to subscribe as well. 50 likes this early in the stream. Can we do it? What do I think about Palpatine? The thing with Palpatine is that I've always been for it. I've always kind of believed that he... Well, I say believed, I've known he's the main villain of the saga. That's always how it's been interpreted. And people who moan now and say it's not the Palpatine saga, well, it is. It's always been the Palpatine saga. It was only being called the Skywalker saga in recent years. I think when The Last Jedi backlash happened, actually, that was when I heard the phrase Skywalker saga appear. I'd never heard it before because people were so offended what they did to Luke. To me, it's always been like Anakin's story. Even though Luke comes along, it's always been Anakin's story and the Emperor's always been the villain. Obviously, the sequels, it's not really Anakin's story, unless they would have gone down the route of Rey being Anakin reincarnated, which they didn't. I wasn't fully against that one either. But I think, like, when... The only answer we get as to how Palpatine has survived, being blown up twice, technically, with that Death Star 2, was his quote from Episode 3 about the dark side being a pathway to many abilities that some consider to be unnatural. And I think that in itself is all we needed, but I'm like in a minority there. People really don't seem to like that concept that that's all we know, but it makes total sense. We never actually found out if Palpatine knew how to cheat death. He told the story about how Plagueis could do it, but we never found out. Turns out he learnt it. Just like Leia's somehow learned to become a Force Ghost, and Luke and Kylo Ren apparently as well off camera. Yeah, now the Emperor knows how to cheat death. But it's a nice tie-in. I think it's very good. Am I annoyed he died? Yes, but I was fully expecting him to die. Because you bring him back in the last movie, he's not going to all of a sudden like be alive. If you brought him back in episode 7, which technically they did with Snoke, to the best of our knowledge, so there are still some plot holes, but to the best of our knowledge he was Snoke, he was talking through Snoke. If you'd done that and then killed him instantly in 7, it's like, what's the point? But it's the final movie, so... What did everyone think of Palpatine? Were you happy with how he came back or not? And I also love how, because as much as in my wildest dreams I wanted Anakin's Force Ghost to come back and seal the deal, I knew that wasn't necessarily going to happen. But I feel like, and I don't feel like anyone else has said this specifically, but the fact that every Jedi, or not every, well, technically every Jedi, even if we didn't hear them, every Jedi who Palpatine ever oppressed in his life comes back to finish the deal, basically gives all their power to Rey, is a very fitting end. People will say, like, how did having one extra lightsaber make her so much more powerful? I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's the strength of having all the Jedi together that she wanted to use both, and then, yeah, that made her extra powerful, I suppose. Oh, Jesus, we're doing alright, yeah? We're doing alright. We might be on our way to a hero. Alright. Oh, well, I talked too soon. I love how Palpatine is basically... because I haven't said this actually. So I read all the leaks. Every leak turned out to be true. How this happened, it's like turmoil inside Lucasfilm or whatever. People aren't happy and people on the inside leaked the whole movie. Everything was true. I was sat there in the... I was going to say theatre because I'm used to all these Americans reviewing things. It's called cinema. So I was sat there in the cinema. It was so weird because I knew everything that was going to happen. And I didn't know that at the time. I didn't know, like... Obviously, as things happened, I knew. But I didn't go in there thinking these leaks were going to be real, and they were. Which was just annoying. And I've completely forgot where I was going with that, to be honest. Completely and utterly forgot what I was going to say. What was it? Yeah, I went in... I can't remember. This is what happens when I'm streaming so long. I just want to say everything about the movie, give you my opinions and everything. But I went into the movie spoiled, basically, without even thinking over it. Look at that hero, get that hero. I wish I knew what I was going to say. Right, hero time anyway. Do we go, we'll go Lucas. I love his force push and the pulse. Like, Anakin is more OP, but there's more pressure on Anakin to do well, and it's been a while, so I think I need to come in softly. Speak softly. Yep, see? See? I don't know. How you doing, Turtle? Sorry, I'm not ignoring anyone. Ah. Have I seen... I haven't. What day does the update come? We don't actually know yet. Right, let's actually read the comments. My largest disappointment about The Rise of Skywalker was Force Ghost Anakin didn't bitch slap Kylo. Right. Here's the thing now. Do I read loads of comments or do I go off and ramble about one? Oh, we need to get these objectives, people. Jesus, there's heroes in here. Guys, protect me. Wait, can you block now while activating? That's sick. Oh, I can't believe this loot streak's going to be ruined. There's not much of a streak yet, but... Okay. Something. I don't know. Ah! Guys, I'm doing my best here. You can actually block while doing objectives. That's insane. I'm trying for the team, but... We're doomed. Come on, guys! Yeah, actually, Tyler, you got a point. Right, we'll do that as the intro this weekend. Although I already pre-recorded that one. I may redo the intro then. Okay, let's try and do multiple comments so people don't go mad. At least Dragon Bro understands that I'm trying to play as well. Thank you. According to the visual dictionary, the hooded people brought Palpatine back using technology and other means. So he does say he's died before. The hooded... Right, we won't ramble off on this one. But when Palpatine says to Rey, look what you have made, or look what you've created, and the camera goes to all the hooded people, I thought they were all going to take their hoods down and be Palpatine clones. But they were just the Sith followers, which was cool. I like how Palpatine somehow got all these buddies with him, and not just a few. He must be the most popular guy in the universe, because he's got a lot of friends. What do you think about Revenge of the Sith? Best Star Wars movie? I wish I knew what I was going to say before. Hope we get some Rogue One content to the game. Definitely. I mean, I spoke about... So I gave my prediction of how I think the year was going to go yesterday, and I do think it's a possibility Rogue One content will come. Yeah, it's now it's no longer BBY and ABY, it's BSI and AFI, which is before Starkiller Incident and after Starkiller Incident. I mean, personally, it doesn't make much of a difference. I'm not saying, like, I never really cared about how they analysed time in Star Wars, but I will say that I felt BBY was better just because it was episode 4, not because that was the first Star Wars movie, but because it was in the centre of the now 9-movie saga. So, like, putting it near 7, where we start, like, the time from, about, like, an event from that period, is too close to one side. You wanted it directly in the middle, like, in the middle of the prequels and the sequels. But it's pretty tragic when you look at the sequel trilogy timeline. And episodes 7 and 8 are both 0 years after Starkiller Incident, and then Rise of Skywalker is 1 year. Like, all you need to do is look at that, and when people say, like, how did Rey become so powerful? Because even though she's a Palpatine, it makes a lot more sense, but at the same time it's still a bit weird, and it's like, well, the whole trilogy took place over a year, technically, maybe 2 at a stretch. It depends how long 8 actually lasted for. Like, how long was Rey on Ahch-To? Because we know Luke was on Dagobah for 6 months, I believe, which is still not great, but it's a bit more like. So the original trilogy is over. I believe it's like 4 years, could be 5. The prequels are over. Like, yeah, Anakin's got nothing to worry about. The prequels are over like nearly 20 years. So Anakin's got a lot of training. He doesn't need to worry about how did he become so powerful quickly. But Rey has basically done everything in a year. It's weird because when she's back on Tatooine, I know that's not the desert planet she was originally from, and I know she's not staying there, but when people say there was no story arc, it started on a desert planet and ended, well, she was only on Jakku about a year ago, you know. Unkar Plutt was only her... Was he a slave master, or was he just like... I don't even know. I don't know if he was a Watto, but... Unkar Plutt was still in the picture like a year ago. It was pretty... Jesus Christ. Oh, he's in. Right, comments. I keep going off on... I'm trying to give you in-depth answers, but at the same time, I'm trying to read. I think Palpatine died, all the Snokes go out their containers and run off a show, and they have distinct personalities and meetings, managing Exegol, the rest of the followers. The question is, why didn't he just use the army of Snokes? Was Snoke created this powerful? Or did he still have to undergo some training? What happened to the Snoke has been alive for millions of years thing? Oh, not millions, sorry, thousands of years. Is that still a concept? Or have they retconned that now? Because that would be unfortunate. I definitely don't think the original plan was for Snoke to just... I think the original plan was for Snoke to be the main villain. I do believe Rey was always going to be a Palpatine. Like, not to say I've always believed that theory, but it's pretty obvious when you look at why did they keep her accent English and not go American, and why was she this powerful? Like, they must have known they'd have to explain it in the end, and Disney are stupid enough to think relating someone to someone else is a definition of why you're so powerful. But overall, I do think, looking at things now in the bigger picture, she was always meant to be a Palpatine, like 100%. Oh, Just missed the hero again. It's tragic. So we got one in the game where we couldn't do anything, and this time it's like... Are these guys gonna get one? Crazy 4-6 dog, don't do it to me, brother, don't do it to me. Jesus Christ. Oh, another guy's gone to the menus though. Right, guys, let's compromise here. Just let me get the hero. Right, just let me. Let me go Palpatine. I've been talking about him for long enough. Oh, you're really gonna troll me like that? 2 seconds away. My God. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Just got assault or something. Wait for one to die. So the game where I get the hero. We don't get past the first phase. If you're new as well, be sure to like and subscribe. 3 away from 30. John, welcome to the stream. High Republic era movie rumours. I don't know if I care. Like, even if I did like Rise of Skywalker, I enjoyed it. It still wasn't what it could have been, what this trilogy could have been. I'm definitely never going to go into, unless the drastic changes happen, I don't think I'm going to go into a cinema excited for a Star Wars movie. If you think about it this way, since 1977 to 2014, there'd only ever been 6 Star Wars movies in the cinema ever. You could say 7 if you count The Phantom Menace 3D, but I don't think we're counting that. From 2015 to 2019, they've done 5. So they were one off what was basically done in the space of like nearly 40 years. So Star Wars fatigue, that's something I see come up. I don't think it's necessarily that Star Wars can be overdone, because you can do it with like TV shows and filter as much as you want, but as far as the movies go, it was all, as much as Marvel, they do so many movies on it as well, like Star Wars did always have that impact that doesn't happen often. And I've been there so many times now over these past few years. It's just, think of it this way. 4 years ago. Wait, would it have been 4 years ago? Yeah, like 4 years ago, 5, just under 5 years, I was still in school. I had never ever seen a Star Wars movie in the cinema, because there'd never been one, apart from The Phantom Menace 3D, which I don't think we're counting. So I'd never seen a Star Wars movie in the cinema before. Less than 5 years later, I've now seen 5 Star Wars movies in the cinema, multiple times at that. As well, apart from Solo, which I only saw once, which is weird because it's like my favourite, maybe not including Rise of Skywalker, my favourite Disney Star Wars movie. It's just weird, isn't it? It's very much changed. Yeah, Green Jedi, I'm totally stepping up, I promise you. And I'm not just expecting... because I know my channel's going pretty slow recently and I'm not moving up with all the other channels. I was inactive at a crucial period, what do I expect? So it could take months to fix. Like, I'm not, you know, in a good way, if things went well, it could take a few weeks. But it could take months to get back up there. Luckily, my videos right now seem to be really picking up after the 22-hour mark on each of them. So we are getting a little bit of a head start, but I'm fully dedicated to just making content. I've never not been dedicated to it. I just got very busy. I've never been bored at any point or anything like that. Which makes it worse, because when you actually just can't upload because you're busy, you miss it. But when you can't be bothered and you just, like, you have a change of heart, it doesn't matter to you. But all this time I've very much missed it. Hero, maybe? Oh, no. Hello there, Doom. How are you? What's this here? Did 3 out of those 5 movies suck us? Which 3 do you think? If I was to rate the Disney Star Wars movies, it'd be 9 or Solo first. You see, 9's kind of finding its place in my ranking right now. I don't quite No, it's near the top half, but I don't quite know whereabouts. Like, I put it 5th a few weeks ago, but that could have changed now. Look, I think, do I enjoy watching The Rise of Skywalker? Can I sit there and have a good time, a fun time watching it? Yes. Can I sit there and watch The Last Jedi and have a fun time? No, I tried it a few weeks ago, and I got to the part where Hux says... Oh, this is a troll, isn't it? This is a troll. Anyway, I got to the part where Hux says, what is the point in us having all this if we can't take down that tiny cruiser or something like that? And that's when I turned it off, because he basically summarised the movie and I wondered what I was doing. Can I watch The Force Awakens and have fun? Yes. Can I watch Rogue One and have fun? I recognise Rogue One is probably the best produced Star Wars movie from the Disney era, the best looking, the best characters wise even, which is weird because they only get one movie, but am I bored for most of it until the end? Yeah, pretty much I am. Can I enjoy Solo and have fun? Yeah. So, how would I rank it? I'd say Rise of Skywalker is the best Disney Star Wars movie, then Solo, then The Force Awakens, then Rogue One, and then Lost Jedi. And I did, in my ranking a few weeks ago, put Rogue One over The Force Awakens, but on the second four, because I watched Rogue One while I was away over Christmas, and I would say I get more personal enjoyment out of The Force Awakens than I do Rogue One. But the Rogue One final battle on Scarif is a masterclass in every way. It's so good. I can't explain how good that is. Fused joins the battle. Great. Great, Fused. If I'm going to bring this channel back and the streams back, we're going to need you here too, as you're a crucial part. So as much as you're annoying, welcome. Rogue One only the last 30 minutes, I agree. It took me a long time to think that way. And I recognise, this is the thing, I can, like, with The Last Jedi, I don't like it, and I respect anyone who likes it, but I can't understand for the world of me why you'd like it. Whereas with Rogue One, I don't like, or I just don't find most of the movie fun. I do like the movie, but I can completely understand why someone would find all of the movie fun. That's the thing. I still love Rogue One though. I'm not like a Rogue One hater. Jyn Erso, hands down, could be the best Disney introduced Star Wars character they've created. And I'd say like Felicity Jones has probably given the best performance in terms of like characters that have been introduced in the Disney era as well. Like her and Ben Mendelsohn, who played Krennic, have given like the best performances I've seen. If you compare those performances to like Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver, there's no competition, really. Jyn for the win, exactly. I miss those days. Even though the channel was very small, it was quite fun. For the honour of our sisters. Oh shit! I didn't say that. Remember, PG or get demonetized, so you gotta be good boys and girls. Remember, Force is female. Always. What are we doing? Alright, let's lock and load. Good luck, little sister. Frankie boy, welcome, welcome. Oh, I think I've missed it. I think I've missed it. Jesus Christ, if I missed it. If I missed it, I'll be so mad. Right, guys, you don't want to pick the hero. Oh, you serious? You serious? I mean, to be fair, we're probably going to hold them here because, like, the team's so good. Like, I'm top as well. I didn't even get it. And I'm not even spawned in and I'm top. But the team is so good that we'll probably hold them here. And it probably just would have been a third troll. So... yeah. When's the PS4 stuff? Hopefully February. I told you in the last stream, did I not? Yeah, that's it, Green Jedi. If you don't agree the Force is female, Twitter's where it all goes down. You'll get murdered by the Raylos. Where are you? No, I didn't mean to use that. Why did I even use that? Am I a bit slow today? Yeah, Adam Driver is not the right actor for Kylo, but I will once again recognise that, although there is a lot of sequel haters out there, a lot of people do like him as Kylo Ren, and I respect that. It's very subjective, like, there's a lot of people who like Hayden Christensen as Anakin, and a lot who don't. So I can respect it in that degree, that at least with Kylo Ren, he's got a lot of people who like him. He's not like Rose, who people genuinely have to start hashtags about to feel sorry for her, for like anyone to care. So I respect Kylo Ren in that way. And also Rey, like, she's not as popular as Kylo, which I'm surprised about because I feel she is the better of the two. This is the thing, like, everyone thinks I hate Rey the most, but there's a lot of people I like, or I hate over Rey, and Kylo's one of them. I don't like him, but Rey has got a lot of fans too. It's more like Finn who doesn't, but I feel bad on Finn and John Boyega especially because they did him dirty. Like when and it goes for like Rose as well. When we have all these characters that you mention them like Holdo or Rose, and your first thought is I don't like them. It's not necessarily the actor's fault. It is kind of sad as well because any character can be good if you write them well. Like Rose could have been really good if they just wrote her well. So it is kind of unfortunate when any character gets wasted because if things had gone a little differently, like they could have been the best character ever. I will say about Rose, like, I'm so glad she was hardly in The Rise of Skywalker. I really didn't like her in Last Jedi, but the scene she was in The Rise of Skywalker, I feel she suits the military role of an officer a lot more. And that's not me saying, oh, I want Rose to stay behind. That's the role she suits. Like, she could be an officer who comes along on the journey, but she was a convincing resistance officer. I still don't like her character because, you know, most of her character is explored in Last Jedi and I didn't like her, but she's not a bad officer. She suits that role. I think Holdo had potential. Like, Holdo always reminded me of one of like the prequel era senators. She just had the kind of look about that. I know her look gets memed upon and people come up with their reasons as to why she looks like that, which is probably the case, but she had potential. She looked unique, she stood out, but no character there at all. I don't know, I don't rate Adam Driver's acting personally, Green Jedi. As Kylo Ren, I haven't seen him in anything else, so I don't know. He could be like the best actor in the world for all I know, but yeah. I'm gonna watch Clone Wars, yeah, online, because still don't have Disney Plus in the UK. The cheat code, if you go to the cinemas, they play the advert, and then it's like, coming March. Coming March. Well, you do realise, guys, if you're in the UK, and if you're anywhere where you've not got Disney Plus yet, we're not just going to get The Mandalorian all in one, like straight away as it comes out. We'll have to do the weekly thing as well. It's going to be like Clone Wars all over again back in the day when that was on TV. Like, America would get it first weekly, and then it would come to the UK about 6 months later, and we'd still get it weekly. And I wouldn't be surprised if when Disney Plus does arrive to the UK, we get The Mandalorian straight away. Like, we get the first episode, and then they do it weekly. But because Clone Wars didn't come to the American one straight away, it probably won't come to the UK one straight away as well. The reason I'm thinking like this, once again, logically, is because this was the same situation with the Clone Wars when it was on TV. And not just that, I don't believe this will be the case, but there is always the possibility the Clone Wars might not even come to the UK Netflix. Why? Because if you are a law-abiding citizen of the UK, which I'm clearly not because I've seen the Clone Wars Season 6, but if you're a law-abiding citizen in the UK, then you won't even know that there's a Season 6 of the Clone Wars, because it was never on our Netflix, it was never sold on Blu-ray or DVD. You had to order it online, or watch it illegally online. And if you wanted to order it online, you'd have to get it from like an American shop, which would be like double the postage. Yeah, so you get what I mean. Like, There's even the chance Clone Wars might not come to the UK. I don't think that will be the case. Technically, once again, if you're a law-abiding citizen of the UK, you'll be getting 2 new seasons of the Clone Wars this year. You'll be getting Season 6 and 7, because Season 6, I don't know what that is, because I've never watched an illegal website, and there was never a Season 6 when I went on Netflix. There was never... Wait, no, there was never even a Seasons 1 to 5 on Netflix, because we didn't even get it on the UK Netflix. You could, however, buy Seasons 1 to 5 on Blu-ray, legally in the UK, so at least we got that, I suppose. At least.
I was trained by obi-wan and Yoda.
I was trained by Obi-Wan and Yoda. Imagine Rey, she could have a line like, I was trained by Luke for 5 minutes, and Leia, who was somehow a Jedi, for a year. And I'm not too sure how she was a Jedi. Like, Rey should get a line like that. That would be so cool. Yeah, you can, Tyler. I actually bought that. And, basically, it played a bit. Like, it decides, so I ended up sending it back. Because I don't know if it's like different countries can't play certain Blu-rays or something, but I checked the reviews and some people like it plays in the UK and others were like it doesn't, so I chanced it and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, so I sent it back. I just have seasons 1 to 5. To be fair, I don't really like Season 6 of the Clone Wars. I like the Order 66 arc, so those 4 episodes, and I like the episode with Dooku on, what's the Pike planet called, but like where they find the Chancellor Valoran's aid and all that stuff, and Plo Koon's at the start. That's good. So I like 5 episodes of the 13. It's not really like my favourite season anyway. Do we have to defend this, guys? Because, like, you know, I'm just saying, I'd like to actually do a streak here. Yeah, I know you. Don't worry, you can watch Clone Wars online. I am aware. I'm just saying, like, obviously nobody does this, but if you were to not break any laws, there would be no way to watch the Clone Wars Season 6 in the UK. That was my original point. I've watched Season 6. I watched it like the day after it came out because I had to wait a day for someone to post it online. Oh, I hate the Jar Jar episodes, and this is the thing, I'm not even a Jar Jar hater. I've always defended him. I always liked him. There's a sad story actually from when I was younger, and I like when me and my friends all like Lego Star Wars, and my friend had the Jar Jar Binks minifigure, which I couldn't find the set for anyway because Lego wasn't like, I suppose, everywhere like it is now, at least not in the UK, and I didn't believe him, and then he brought it into school and he gave it to me, and I was so happy. And then, like a week later, he claimed I stole it off him, and had to get the families involved, and I was told off for apparently stealing. I don't think I've told you that story before, but it's tragic. But that's the lengths I went to for Jar Jar. I didn't steal it; he gave it to me. But whatever. Apparently, I stole it. Not good. But I like Jar Jar a lot, is what I'm trying to say. But those episodes just weren't good. I think Jar Jar and Mace Windu were the highlights because I didn't care about anyone else. Mother Talzin showing up, a bit weird why she was there, but I always like to see an appearance from the Great Mother. To be honest, that was kind of a highlight as well. Mother Talzin's a great villain. I wish they didn't kill her, but I suppose everyone must come to an end eventually. Thief, absolute thief, I know. One of the first challenges of my childhood where I learned not to steal things, even though it still annoys me to this day. I didn't steal the Jar Jar Binks minifigure. Ridiculous. 9 likes off 50, guys, let's get it. Read your last comment. And buy Season 6 on iTunes in the UK. Can you? Well, that must be a new thing. That must be new, because I tried iTunes years ago and nothing. Which episode is Crystal Crisis? Oh, Crystal Crisis is the Utapau one, isn't it? Because we're probably going to get Clone Wars weekly on Disney Plus, which I'm fine with. It's like how it was back in the day. But I'm not really looking forward to watching Bad Batch. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it animated, but I feel like they should have just... like, it's just going to be annoying when... If Bad Batch are the first... I think it's 4 episodes. there's going to be no tension because I've watched the unfinished ones on StarWars.com. I know what happens. Admittedly, I've never watched them back, not even like the highlights, because the clips are unwatchable most of the time. I just can't follow, but... Well, I can follow, but I don't enjoy following them, but... I know exactly what happens. Crystal Crisis, if that is the Utapau one, because that's one as well. I never even fully watched that, I just gave up. But I've seen like the clip where Anakin talks about missing Ahsoka, and I know that the plot outline, I saw that Wat Tambor was back in those episodes, which is always good. But personally, I don't think they should have released those ones. If they could, unless they were able to release every episode that they ever did, but the fact that they're not, I don't see the point in releasing the ones that are half finished. Yeah, they'd probably be easy to make, but there's no suspense.
We're inside the cantina.
Turret set.
How were you never interested in any of the clones? Like, they were where the story was at. The clones were amazing.
Grenade up.
They're getting heroes already, guys. My friends, my friends. I didn't swear. I didn't swear. Good boy. Remember, no demonetization for me.
Get clear. Fight for peace and the
We fight for peace and the Empire, which is a very interesting like contradiction. Oh, seriously, I'm 12 away. 12 away. And Fused has gone to the menus. Ah, Fused. Never fail to disappoint me. Never. Dwayne Johnson's Kylo Ren. I don't know. I prefer Dwayne Johnson as Obi-Wan personally.
All squads to the junkyard.
The hero luck is unfortunate today. He was rooting for Pung Krell on Umbara. I was not. I wanted that boy to die, and he did. The droids are coming. I'll give you a prediction in a minute. Once again, everybody thinks now I'm saying after yesterday's video I'm always right, even though I said in the same video I don't get everything right. But hey, since I'm always right now, apparently according to everyone, sarcastically I presume, I'll give you, not a prediction, I'll give you confirmation. I'll just check the dates in a second. In all seriousness, it is a prediction and not confirmation. Don't like clones. Well, I'm not exactly saying leave, but I kind of am at the same time. We're in the bazaar, my place. Capturing the bazaar. Favorite map? Nibble. It's kind of like Felucia too, but it's laggy. But I can't wait for the Obi-Wan series. And God, it's a here's the good thing as well. It's a female directing it, which shouldn't matter, you know, but when you say the word female in Star Wars these days, you worry because you don't know who Kathleen's hiring. She hires all the wrong females, like she hires all the wrong males, to be fair, regardless of JJ. And yeah, I do like JJ, but the girl directing the Obi-Wan movie actually has some decent credibility, and also her Mandalorian episode, which was the one with Cara, I believe, the one where she was introduced, was, to be fair, probably one of the best. So maybe Kathleen has hired an actual female who understands Star Wars, which isn't uncommon, but she seems to hire all the ones who just don't understand Star Wars and care about the wrong things. So it's promising, this Obi-Wan series.
Eliminate the stragglers, then advance towards the docks. Mose Eisley is under
How you doing,
lockdown,
Hales
but
King?
the rebels are boarding
Gabriel, I
transports.
do have
If they
PS4,
escape,
but not
all of you
here at
earn
my
black
house.
marks for your failure. Rig those U-wings with explosives and end this operation. Go.
Where's Grievous your favourite character? Like, you know, you can have your opinion, but he just runs off. I loved Revenge of the Sith ever since it came out, but God did I not care about Grievous. Like, I thought the fight scene was cool, but I didn't care about him. Go away! When will the 2 droids release? Just myself, the boy, 2 droids, and no questions asked. Right, I'll tell you. If I was to give you a realistic prediction, I would say, you see, like I would say the 29th of January, but I think the 22nd is a possibility. Look, I'm going to say the 29th of January. But then again, the reason I'm going 22nd is just because it's supposed to be sequel-themed content, and that extra week would be crucial because, you know, like, the Rise of Skywalker might not even be in the cinemas by the time of the 29th, but the 22nd it might. So, like, the 22nd is only a month and 2 days after its worldwide release, so I know a few places got it early, we got it a day early in the UK, but the worldwide release was the 20th of December. The 22nd of January would be a month and 2 days afterwards. I feel that is plausible. To be fair as well, lately they've been a bit off schedule with all the updates. Like, they've not even been keeping to Wednesdays. We've had Fridays in places. So, was episode 3 the one she directed? Yeah, to be fair, like, I don't even like The Mandalorian, but from a visual point of view, from an editorial point of view, like, it was a good episode. The bad the bad episodes, and to keep with the honesty here, the bad episodes are from Dave Filoni. I wanted that guy as Lucasfilm president, but thinking about it more and more, if he can't even manage an episode of The Mandalorian, then I worry. I think animation is his thing. John Favreau, I never know how to say his second name. This is the thing. I feel like when it comes to the Lucasfilm president, you've got to go with someone really good. And I don't know if Jon Favreau is the perfect choice. I think he's definitely great. But then you look at who we've got, Kathleen Kennedy, and she's not done anything great to any degree. Like, if you put Jon Favreau in there, it's a step up. That's better. Like, George Lucas, just come back out of retirement, please. But I just think Jon Favreau... The thing is, Jon Favreau understands things as well. He even knows the minor things because he watched the Clone Wars. He played Pre Vizsla. He knows the Mandalorian history. He knows his Star Wars. He doesn't just know the movies.
All transports destroyed. The survivors are scattering, but they have nowhere to run. Mose Eisley and Tatooine.
Did I kill Obi-Wan with a flash grenade? I didn't even know. Alright, and apparently it was Crazy Rocky. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, look at Fuse. I mean, to be fair, Fuse, you used the boy Dooku showing off those pajamas, so I'll give you credit where it's due. Yeah, I agree. Green Jedi, I'd have to see more from Filoni. But Filoni's great with animation, but he got like 2 episodes of the Mandalorian, and one of them was that episode where they're like, the one on Tatooine had potential, and it was rubbish. I hated it. Like, remember Star Wars Rebels when that had filler episodes? That was bad. That turned... Because there was still a lot of people with Rebels who were going to stick around despite it never being able to live up to what the Clone Wars were. But there were people who were prepared to stick around, and then those filler episodes killed it. The filler episodes of The Mandalorian, especially that Tatooine one, was like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, the highlights are Baby Yoda, when Baby Yoda walks out of the ship and his sleeves are too big for his hands and he's just so puzzled as to why he's been left alone. Like, I'll watch that all day, but I really find that young thing quite cute, and I'm not really a man to describe things as cute. I like to think of myself as stronger than any of Kathleen Kennedy's female characters. But Baby Yoda does hit me hard. Was that episode 5? That was bad. You know what was also bad? The New Republic one with like where the X-wings came, and Dave Filoni was an X-wing pilot apparently. Matt Lanter was in that as well. That was really bad. Like that was actually the episode where I full on fell asleep. I full on fell asleep for that episode. I did kind of miss most of it, but it's just from what I saw. And to be fair, I did see a good 25 minutes, and nothing captivated me. And then I remember hearing Dave's voice in my sleep. I wish I was lying, but I wasn't. And then I all of a sudden awoke from a deep slumber. Welcome back, Matthew. I think Tyler, that was the one I was actually congratulating. The one. Here's the thing. That's the one where Kara's introduced. I think Kara's like the best character, but minus Baby Yoda. I think she's very good. Like the Mandalorian. What's his name? He's got a name. Din Djarin or something. He's not. He's got time to develop. Like all his merch is sold out, which is great because Star Wars merch wasn't selling, and now Mandalorian and Jedi Fallen Order merch is selling, to be fair. But I think he's really boring, to say the least. But I think Cara... She's got a second name, I think. Cara Dune, I believe. Yeah, I think she's a very good character. Alliance! Din Djarin, yeah, Din Djarin, that's the one. He's average. Like, I got his Black Series, I was like really hyped for him. And that's like kind of sold out everywhere now, and I just got it chilling on my shelf. Because I got it when it first came out and nobody really cared. And I'm kind of worried, I'm kind of wondering like, why the hell are you sold out? You're rubbish. It's nothing to do with the helmet doesn't come off. I think that's why a lot of people like him, because he's a Mandalorian, but it really does depress me. In a way, I've never been depressed by Star Wars, apart from The Last Jedi, which was another level of depression. And people will say, you know, don't joke about depression. Well, as someone who was a Star Wars fan since 2005, I can safely say The Last Jedi did depress me. So don't give me any of that, don't joke, I'm not joking. Right, where are we going now? Moff Gideon! Everyone loves Moff Gideon. I don't know why. I don't quite know what he's done yet. I'm trying to understand this myself, but I'm not quite sure what he's exactly, apart from look cool, which I always said is important to look cool. But he's got the Darksaber doesn't necessarily mean he's good. To be fair, everyone who's held the Darksaber has been a good character, like everyone we know of. So like Pre Vizsla, Maul, Bo-Katan, Sabine, like they've all held it, they've all been great characters. Doesn't just mean because this guy's got the Darksaber he's cool, but to be fair, people liked him before he was revealed to carry the weapon. All these new Star Wars fans think the Darksaber's this new contraption they've come up with. Yeah, they love him because he has the Darksaber. Oh. I was satisfied in Star Wars Rebels when Bo-Katan finally got the Darksaber, because it was Pre Vizsla's and then Maul stole it. I love Maul, but he wasn't entitled to it. It was a good story. But I always hoped that Bo-Katan would get it, and then I was a bit annoyed when Sabine got it, because even though I like her, she didn't really deserve it. So when Bo-Katan finally got the Darksaber, I was very, very happy, very satisfied. And now this guy's got it. I hope that means Bo-Katan isn't dead. Like, they could imagine seeing her in live action. Do I have Instagram? No. I hate. To be fair, I would say Instagram's the worst social media, but I very much dislike Twitter these days. It's the offspring of arguments with everyone, especially if you like Rey and Kylo Ren together. What does that mean? Just because the actor's talented, though, doesn't mean he's necessarily going to be good. I mean, Laura Dern is a good actress, and then you saw her as Vice Admiral Holdo, and I think we all wondered how it was possible to screw up such a great actress. I'm playing bad today. What game mode do you want to see, people?
All right, we've lost this sector, but we have fallback positions ready. Begin retreat.
You like Grievous because he looks cool. I'm not going to hate anyone for liking our character because they look cool. When I was young, I was the same in a way. Even though Ahsoka and Obi-Wan have always been my favourites, and that's just because of like their characters, really. But there is more. Like, I loved Maul, but I never really was obsessed with him. And then I watched the Clone Wars, and I was obsessed with him. There is a Fly Guy Gaming account on Instagram. People pointed me to this in the past. You know, like, don't... Because he was getting comments saying, like, people thinking it was me. Like, if someone is genuinely confused and they don't know, then there's not much I can do, but it's not me. Don't go over there and... Like, there's no need to comment unless you know him personally and don't know me. Unless you're a fan of both, but... Strike! What do you take me for? I'd rather go on strike than play strike. Was that a good joke? Not really. But I'm trying to emphasise how bad strike is. 55 likes, guys. Let's keep on moving up with the likes. I would love to see a legendary Palpatine skin. A pre-deformed Palpatine skin. I think a Palpatine from when he declares the Empire is likely, because he's still got the deformed face, but he's got the prequel robes.
We could lose the bazaar at any moment.
On his bio, he has it's not me. See, like, as long as nobody's over there saying nasty things to him, but I wish him the best in his YouTube career.
The bazaar is under Imperial lockdown.
Look, there's a lot of people named John in this world, and just because one John was famous didn't mean the other John couldn't be famous, so... Just because his name's Fly Guy Gaming doesn't mean he can't have a successful... I wouldn't even call myself successful, but it doesn't mean he couldn't gain a decent amount of subscribers as well. Oh, thanks, Vader.
They got inside the auction house!
Da 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 da. Just gotta play the music in my head because yeah. Da 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 da. Both are famous. I wouldn't describe myself as famous. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's go. Da 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 da. Oh.
I think we lucked out.
We could have like a really long overtime here, that would be fun. Oh, go away, Palpatine. Oh, it's Dooku. Oh, what? Ah! Jesus Christ, I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm rich. I'm dead. Oh, go away, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well. How am I alive? Oh my god. Well, how embarrassing. How embarrassing. Oh, Jesus Christ, Dooku. Oh my god. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Lost his hero, Fire Guy Gaming has. Right. I'm going in! Fuck off, Dooku! I didn't say that. Naughty. Can we not play? I would quit the game right now, but I mean, to be fair, none of you are actually on streak, so let's go! Right, what do you want to play? Hero Showdown. I don't know. Da 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 da. 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 I didn't say that, come on. Tyler, I'm not going to answer that question. Just leave it to your mind to decide. Provided the information you have, what do you think? Just don't... I'm making it a big thing by even mentioning it. Right, HVV. I don't sound like a horse. Are we really going to get this right? Can one of you guys search? Oh, Jesus Christ, this happens every time. Right, I'm going to give it a second. What the hell is this? It's so annoying. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Stop trying to search, it messes things up. Well, we need to get in somehow. How do you... I don't understand this error. It's just so weird. Now you're all talking about me. Jesus Christ, guys, PG. You know, I could easily sit here and go down the more private areas of my life, but I choose not to. Thank you very much. I don't... As a mod, Tyler, I suspect you not to continue this conversation. And can we please just get a bloody game? Alright, I think it's working. It's working! It's working! That's as high as my voice could go. Dennis sleeping on the keyboard again. Dennis, what are you doing? Sleeping on the keyboard, Dennis is. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. That was alright, actually. Not the impression, like the line. The impression was bad. Oh, found a HVV game FGG has. How unpredictable. How unpredictable. I just want you to, when I say PG, look, of course we can talk about things like, you know, who the hell was Palpatine's wife, but I just feel there's a line to what we should discuss. Right, Grievous, let's go. Just dropped by to give you a like. Really sorry, busy this week. It's fine, Rogues. Thank you for the like. I do appreciate it. Every like is lovely. Did you just refer to me as your... I'm not your master, Lego boy. I just want us all to have epic conversations about... What were we even talking about? We were talking about something in depth. To be fair, I think the break from streaming has actually made me more enthusiastic to talk and deliver good commentary. Like, what were my streams beforehand? Just, oh, we're playing this game, oh, I'm dead again, oh, well, we're dead, rage quit, something along the lines of that. Or half the time, it was just silence. It was just like this. Boom! Did I scare you? Come on, Luke. Come here! I need to master my Grievous one. Come here, boy. Oh yes, the two Skywalkers! As once I fell, so falls the last Skywalker. Off Kashyyyk. Hello Barlog, welcome to the stream! Oh, what the hell! I fell through the bridge. No, we were not talking about that green gem. And it's not small. You're my most loyal 6-year-old subscriber. You're not. Fun fact. A guy who subscribed to me when I had like, I think it was under 40. We were both doing like Minecraft videos of our phones, and like I was 13 and he was like 11. We're still friends today, and we hadn't spoken in ages, and then in like August or something, we just started messaging again, and it's just pretty weird that we've been friends all this time. Even though we didn't speak for about 4 years or something. The only thing falling is me off the cliff. What is it now? Just insulting me. You refuse my hospitality. Fail to wait in your cell. And now, you're going to insult me? Free shout out to whoever can guess who says that quote.
The heroes can't stop them all streak.
Do I think we'll see JJ's cut? Yeah, didn't they do something similar with Endgame? They released like a version with more scenes. I think, like, I don't think JJ's cut is going to be like insane or anything and change the story. It's just going to have more scenes, less cut stuff. But I think we'll get something like it, yeah. You're my friend. I don't know if I'd classify us as friends. I mean, more like enemies with the way you talk to me. Jesus Christ. Can I just kill someone? Lando! Jesus Christ. Yes, it was Hondo. It was. I mean, Hector, you can swear, but if I swear, there's a chance YouTube could demonetize me. And that would be very sad. Because then the small pennies I still get off this channel, ignoring the Patreon obviously, but the small pennies I still get may not be with me anymore. Not to mention that the Lego Star Wars character video has randomly gained 50,000 views in like the last 2 days. Don't know why that's happened. That sounded sarcastic, like I do know, I really don't know. But that's also happened. But remember, small pennies I get on this channel. Hello, obi-wan bros. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? £28 donation and I'll cover the whole song. Oh, we could have got 2 though, that would have been lovely. No, I am actually joking. The pennies are quite small these days that we get. Mainly because I didn't upload hardly for a month. Yeah, I do get like 20k views per video. You know how long that's been a thing recently, I mean, because I used to get way more. But you know how long that's been a thing? Since like late November. I don't know why it started. I don't know why. Like, remember when I was stuck on 34.1k and I couldn't move off it? And that was with so much effort being put in every single week. And then December comes along and I do absolutely nothing, and now like all my content just gets 20k views apart from Q&As. It's also the 10 minute. I love how nobody's picking up on it, but yeah, the videos are 10 minutes long. For the sake of yourselves, if you enjoy my content, because if I don't make them 10 minutes long, YouTube don't promote my stuff, so I've all in all been forced to basically build up multiple topics into one video so I can extend them for longer. Yeah, I think I've earned definitely a penny off this stream, which is good. Definitely a 1p.
This is it.
They don't say the F word in Star Wars Battlefront 2 now. They don't swear in Star Wars. Oh wait, yeah, they do swear in Star Wars according to The Last Jedi. Although some people would debate what's a swear word and what's not. Like, there's words I've not classified as swearing that others have, so.
Countless victims.
The word Finn says in, and we won't say it because I'm not getting demonetized here, but the word Finn says to DJ in The Last Jedi when he realizes DJ is a traitor, down where I live would be classed as swearing, so maybe Star Wars does swear these days. It never used to, which I always liked, because technically they're not speaking English in Star Wars, they're speaking basic and it's just translated to English for us. So it didn't really make much sense that they would have swear words, or at least, like, you know, it's a different galaxy. Like, when someone's mad in Star Wars, they don't say like our typical swear word, they call them like a nerf herder, and that's very insulting. You could get demonetized in Star Wars YouTube world if you said nerf herder. But I always kind of liked the concept. I liked how Star Wars never used like real life terms as well, like real life slang, because it differentiated. Like, they say in Star Wars now, like, oh my god. Well, that doesn't make much sense, because oh my god means, you know, it's God. There's nothing to whether you believe in it or not, but that's what it refers to. But in Star Wars, there's not supposed to be a god. It's supposed to be like, you die, and these Jedi who are coming back as ghosts isn't even supposed to be a known thing. So terms like that, you get what I mean here? It makes no sense, but in the Disney era, they use real life slang, which is another thing that's a bit of a turn off. Yeah, technically The Last Jedi isn't Star Wars, but I just thought I'd add it in there, just to hate on it. When did they said what the hell in Star Wars, in Clone Wars? Well, oh dear, dearie me. Not even doing well anyway, so like I care. Fourth. Then if they said that in the Clone Wars, I'm not happy. I think you're right actually, it was one of the clones, wasn't it? I just liked how Star Wars had their own slang words. Like, you wouldn't go outside and call your friend a nerf herder, maybe as a joke, but if you're in a serious argument with someone, you wouldn't call them a nerf herder because it's a Star Wars slang word. Demanded by the gods is, yeah, but don't the Gungans have gods? That's the thing. When Finn says like, oh my god, or whatever he says in episode 7 or 8, he doesn't believe in God. That makes no sense. I mean, I suppose you're raising points, but The whole what the hell or oh my god in Star Wars doesn't work for me. Read Star Wars fanfics at 35 sub-special. I'll read FGG fanfics for 35k. God, I can't believe it. We're actually going to hit 35k. Even if it does take all year, it's likely now. When we were stuck at 34.1k, it wasn't very likely. But it's actually likely that we will hit 35k now. I'm so happy. We've got all the other channels hitting like 50, 60. But, oh yes, 35. How did I fall behind so badly? Like, I really went inactive. The man who for 5 years of his life never went inactive, through the Minecraft days to FIFA days to Battlefront, never went inactive, and now I decide to go inactive. Oh god. Uh. 36k subs this year. God, I wanted 40 last year. Yeah, I think like no matter what the other channels get, I think 50k is likely this year. Not even because of Battlefront, because of Lego Star Wars mainly. I got a lot planned for that, and it. I mean, the little Lego Star Wars content I've got available on the channel right now is doing great. And you have to remember the characters video, the one that's about to get 200,000 views, which is mad because it was about 130,000 a week ago. But that was only part 1 of that series. Like, and it's not a series I intend to stretch out either. But with more and more characters that get announced, I'm obviously going to update that. And there was a trailer like over Christmas that reveals a few new ones. There was also 2 characters I missed from the first one, so I've got some new names to put on that. However, I'm definitely, like, the last part was in, what was it, July, so I'm definitely waiting until I feel I'm going to tally up who we've got to add on it, and then we'll get part 2 rolling out. Finn does talk very different to all the other characters. He's kind of like your average guy, isn't he? The way he talks. Right, boys and girls, let's do this. Anakin. I'm not appearing online. Like, it's my thing now. I invented appearing offline. You know, like Swanee said, he invented ranking videos. Yeah, that's what he said. Well, I invented appearing online. God. We can all be brainless sometimes. Even I'm admitting I can be brainless.
You brought this on yourself.
Wait, who did I kill? Who? I don't even know who I killed. It was like yesterday was at 32k. I don't know. I mean, I was at 29 a year ago. So, it's still a 5k gain, I suppose. We gained 19,000 subs from, well, in the whole of 20. So I hit 10k on the 1st of Jan, or technically the 31st of December 2017, and then ended off 2018 with 29,900 and something. So I gained 19,000 subscribers in 2018. That was well and truly my year. But the community has dropped to a degree now where to stay relevant, it's news videos, ranking videos, and how many of them you can force out of nothing, and I just choose not to go down that route. It's not even, like, I'll admit, it's not, the first thing that comes to my mind isn't even like, my subscribers won't like it. That's not, unfortunately, you'd think, but I'm going to keep it honest here, you'd think, like the average YouTuber would say, I'm not going down that route because I care what my subscribers think. I do, but that's not even the main thing. The main reason I don't go down that route is for my own sake, because I'd just be bloody bored as hell. I tried it. Like, I tried it several times. I thought, like, look, we're gonna try this. But it was just boring. Like, there's no... Because you know you're just doing something that everyone else is doing, and it... What is this lag? And it gets really repetitive, just... It's not fun. Yeah, you're old now, Obi-Wan Bros. Pension age for you. Grey hairs are coming... I mean, I say grey hairs. You got any hairs left at this point? You've been here for a long time. I shouldn't have said that, because now the bald joke's for me again. Not bald. Been here since 15k as well. That is quite crazy. Will this get to them from down there? I don't think it will. No.
That Jedi is
Skywalking over the competition.
I will never join the dark side. I'm a Jedi.
We missed him really. FGG, gotta be honest, I watched you lose at the launch of Battlefront 2 and a bit up until I became a member. The thing is, I didn't really like your videos, I'm sorry for that, they weren't bad. Wait, so you didn't like them, why are you... Just out of curiosity, why are you here? I'm just curious, you know? Oh, what a kill. We begin physical preparation. Who says that again? Yeah, who says that? We'll begin physical preparation. Is it Tarkin?
Not so easily in.
That's loud though. Oh my god! Hello? Goodbye? Hello? Oh Jesus, hello, how are you? Hello? Goodbye. Can I just get my heroic might in here? Oh, come on, man. Yeah, get off! Get off! Not one of them! Not one of them! I went American and everything for a second there. For nothing. Yes, that's it. It's, Asta Tapal. We prepare physical preparation or whatever. You watch my videos without an account. Now that is naughty. That is, it's not really naughty, is it? Thank you, Hector, very kind. Update Rey's abilities now. Like, imagine giving her lightning now. Free, I mean, it would balance things. There have been every voice. Get off here, Vader. Do my best Palpatine scream. No, in fact, we'll save it for Palpatine and we'll do the scream he does when he goes to attack Windu and the other boys.
We've got superior forces and a Jedi. What have you got?
Choke him! Choke him! Brrr, come on! The hell is this? Don't know what that noise was. Definitely wasn't me. Long have I waited for my grandchild to come home. Right, come here, come here. Oh, what? I was just hitting through him. Oh, why do I even try? You're the oldest Danish 6-year-old. Well, that is random. Oldest American member. I think it's false, but oldest active American member. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Alright, stay tuned, because when we play as the villains, I'm going to play as Palpatine and do the scream from episode 3 when he dashes forward. You gotta be ready for this. Oh, grrr! Do the heroic might! Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Oh, Jamie. Yeah, what's that, Obi-Wan Bros? I mean, no one ever lost his mod on this channel for like over a year. How on earth have you managed this? That's... I mean, to be fair, they lost, but they're never active the whole time. So like Raph, for example, he's here now, but he had like a 9-month-long break where even Count Dooku couldn't get him to play the game again, which at that point I was quite worried about his well-being. We're good now, he's playing again, I think. Or he was at least. Have I tried holding a koala? Not really, no. Can't hold any animals. I really don't like animals. Will you play Jedi Fallen Order? I played it. We did an 11-hour live stream where it got to the point where we were just saying kiss every time two characters got close to one another. God, all I wanted was a kiss. And then at the end, Merrin hugs Cal. Could have kissed. I just wanted someone to kiss. I didn't care who. Could have been like Cal and his master for all that I care. I don't care. Anyone could have kissed. Just wanted a kiss. Never be mod because you can't trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust. Oh no, trust only in the Force. Ah! Attack, Grievous. This is a long ass game. Yeah, I did beat Jedi Fallen Order. I mean, I'm on 86 or 88 on the story. The story.
Careful. Don't get caught.
Be grateful for my mercy.
Don't get up on my account.
You know what I appreciate about
Ah! Oh yeah, you just jumped down there. I've never done that before. Right, PG guys, honestly. Right, me saying I wanted a kiss in Fallen Order from some of the characters doesn't automatically mean we go back to talking about inappropriate things for the 13-year-olds and below, okay? Now remember, like, they don't know these things yet. They do not know how to create.
This one.
But don't worry, you will learn. Not off your parents, not off the silly children at school. Off Palpatine in episode 3, you will learn how to create. You have to say it like that. It's not as epic if you don't say it like that. Bye, Kylo. Miss you, I will.
Lord Upkill Street. Chosen one, countless victim.
Ninth Sister Kenobi series, yeah. I mean, it's a desert planet though, not much cover if he's living out in like the real deserty parts. So where would she hide? Very hard place to hide, isn't it? That's the most dramatic fall from Vader I've ever seen. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, Scottish Sith, how are you? Trust me, this Palpatine scream is coming. This game's just taking a lot longer than anticipated. Ah, TCS, you're still here. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Scottish, you're gonna get a level 2 membership soon, actually. You're gonna be our first, what do they call again? Omega Clone Commando, that's it. They technically added those to the game. Well, they added like a version like... Well, they added one for the ARC Trooper, but not for the Clone Commando.
The legendary Grandmaster of the Jedi. Ended the battle, Master Yoda has.
Jakku. Right, villains. Oh, you're gonna have to wait even longer for the Palpatine scream, boys and girls. Even longer? You must wait, yes. Dun, dun. Could I read the chat more? I'm trying, Ben. I'm trying here.
Here they come.
Every time I do I get a kill with Palpatine, I should shout power.
Begin
Okay,
again for
maybe.
one last
I mean, I can't even get Palpatine because we're just the
Reporting
heroes again.
next last climactic battle.
I did like The Rise of Skywalker. I thought it was a very good movie. Not flawless by any means, but a good movie nonetheless.
Yourself in a delicate situation.
Evil surged to a murmurous start.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How am I alive? Guys, a bit of a support here, come on. Guys, they're coming!
Count.
The red blades are coming. Favourite part of The Rise of Skywalker? The opening scene's good. The opening scene is very good. Oh, when Palpatine's just like, nothing will stop the return of the Sith, and then he just electrocutes the whole ship. It's like, it's amazing. Or when you see Snoke, when Snoke gets his moment. My boy, I made Snoke. That is the reveal.
Consider this payback for all the Jedi you murdered.
Who knew heroes could be so ruthless?
Who's to blame for the bugs in this game? Dennis or Kathleen Kennedy? Kathleen's bad, but Dennis, Jesus Christ, another level. It was definitely Dennis.
Jedi's pace totally goes so.
My boy, I kissed what? Oh my god. My boy, I kissed Snoke. What a plot twist that would be. That would be like the biggest plot twist ever. Palpatine just says to Kylo, my boy, I kissed Snoke. Jet, you're hello, first of all. You're not showing up in there. Are you sure you're in there? Like, I'll double check again, but I might just need to post a new link, because you're not showing up in there.
Don't mind me.
The thing is, I've been waiting on you joining for me to do it. You think with more arms, you'd have a better grasp on reality. Ah, Palpatine / Snoke fanfic. They got a kiss in there.
so smart now, are you?
I don't know, I think Kiss did it just about right, to be honest. A very interesting concept. Plus it follows the PG rules. Or not rules, but, you know, I don't want to get demonetized here, come on. Right, come on, am I the only one who wants a cheeky kiss between Supreme Leader Snoke and Kylo Ren? No, not Supreme Leader Snoke and Kylo Ren. Snoke and Palpatine, god, this is a bit weird, isn't it? Alright, that's cool, send a screenshot on that. Creature Cal, I'll watch it if you say the line properly. You have to say, my boy, I made a Palpatine animation. And then I'll watch it.
Follow my lead and we'll all make it home.
Possible Green Jedi, but PG, please. Guys, we got a retribution right now. This is about to get. It's about to get a little crazy.
Chosen one, countless victims.
See, I told you a little crazy here in the States. Yeah, I can't really say that's fake news this week, but anyway.
Even wild space won't be safe for you after this.
Expect worse than disintegration for the heroes.
I mean, Obi-Wan Bros, I was already thinking Raylo was a bit incest, to be honest. Oh god, PG. Look, in short, they're retconning it now that Plagueis is Anakin's father, not Palpatine. I mean, it is Palpatine, that's how they've always put it across. If Palpatine made Anakin and Palpatine is also Rey's grandfather, then Raylo is a little interesting, to say the least. Obviously, they're going to retcon that now because we represent all in Star Wars, but they don't represent incest, which is maybe a good thing, but they still represent Luke being a hermit, which is arguably up there with incest as being quite terrible. Is that too far? No, I don't think so. I think what they did to Luke was definitely worth the comparison. Yeah, Nyan Num died on Exegol. Oh, he was hardly in the movie. He got like a shot. One shot. I don't know why the actor bothered coming in. Alright, I will relax. What about Exegol over Window? Ah, god. We had 19 likes away from 100 as well, guys. Let's get it. Oh, it's about to get a little crazy!
A historic game by the masters of cruelty.
You're a dark Sith. Yeah, Luke should have saved. Imagine Luke saving the Emperor. Facing off against him and saving him for that moment. Did Snap die? I thought there was it was in the contract that Snap was like the one character who had to survive because JJ promised him. Snap Wexley. God, I made such a connection with Snap Wexley. Yeah, Mark wasn't thrown, and I mean, you wonder why.
All hail the Dark Lord of kill streaks.
Check to it. I will after this game. These HVV games are lasting years. Long have I waited for the HVV games to finish. Hello there, Toxic, welcome to the stream. Apparently the ghosts were in the JJ cut. Oh, Bosk! Brrr, come back here! Yeah, that's... Oh, no, over here! Oh, Jesus Christ, Bosk. How are you even escaping me? You're like a lizard and I'm Anakin. How are you? How is he missing? Come on, come here. Over here, over here, over here. Come on, I want him. I'm streaming till like 9 my time or just before, which is like another 20 minutes, 25 minutes. What channels do I sub to? I hardly even watch YouTube anymore, to be honest. I'm a YouTuber, but I don't even watch YouTube. I watch Battlefront Night. Well, that's about it for Battlefront these days. He's like the only one worth watching. Sammy Boy as well is pretty good, actually. 'Cause I feel like a lot of them are just getting very repetitive with what they're doing, but Sammy is quite unique. I think Twisted Jedi is good as well. I'd say like those three. You'll be sitting your first exams in over 12 hours. Well, good luck, Tyler. If you're ever stuck in your exam, just think inside your mind me saying, "My boy, I made Snoop." Just think of that in your head. It will make you do so much better. Oh, so I don't actually watch Star Wars Theory. I'm subscribed to him, but admittedly I lost interest a long time ago. It's like, who was it? I don't know if it was him or if it was someone else. Like, it could have definitely been someone else, so I'm just going to say a Star Wars YouTuber because I can't remember. But someone uploaded a video like, why Darth Vader hated his own lightsaber. Are we that desperate at this point for topics? Like, some of the topics are dead. Who does channel reviews? Star Wars Explained, actually. He's a very controversial man off his YouTube channel. But his actual content, because he's on the opposite side of the spectrum from me when it comes to Star Wars opinions, but as an actual YouTuber and content creator, he might be the best Star Wars YouTuber. He's informative, he gets in all the details you need and not the boring stuff that you don't need. Star Wars Explained probably has some of the worst Star Wars opinions in the world that I don't agree with, but hey, there is opinions, but he's probably the best YouTuber in terms of his actual content.
Witness the power of the dark side. The heroes can't stop the mole streak.
What's the point in Retribution? It does like nothing these days. Yeah, that's it, Obi-Wan. We should just write a whole fanfiction at this point about them. Hey, you gotta get in the algorithm these days. You need like 10-minute videos, so that's why I've been saving like multiple topics and just putting them all into one video. Because I need the 10 minutes, or I'm not good. My channel's just gonna die, and then you're never gonna get any content. So we're doing 10-minute videos now, unfortunately, but they are multiple topics combined into one, so I'm not going on. I'm repeating myself. I mean, I repeat myself a bit. I've always repeated myself a bit, even in my 3-minute videos. It's just a thing I do. A lot of people do it. Oh man, I'm so tired. I'm very tired. I haven't rested much. Like, all over Christmas I was away, like, apart from a few days, so I'm very tired. Who is the hardest boss in your opinion? I played on the easiest difficulty for the sake of the stream, so I don't know if I can really give it. Triller was quite hard at the end. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, they cater to the ones who... The reason they cater to the 10-minute videos is because there's ads in there. The more ads, the better. That's why guys who put like 20 ads in there get like suggested, because it's money for YouTube. Oh, this game. I don't watch Star Wars HQ. Not because I don't like them or anything. I'm just very picky in terms of who I watch.
Nice aim.
Once upon a time, I could never watch Battlefront news videos. I still don't, of most of the people. I watch Battlefront Night, specifically, because I feel the way he constructs his videos is very, very well done. Like he's got the right voice. I always said for years in this community, and this is why I don't go against. Like some people may get like jealous over other content creators growing, but I think it's just great, especially when the right ones grow, because we had no good news channels in this community. They all had the deadest personalities. They were boring to watch. You can have your opinion and disagree, that's fine. But Battlefront Night's really interesting, and I don't feel like I'm falling asleep when I'm watching it. And who's the other one? Silo, I think it is. A few misleading things here and there. Don't actually sub to him, I believe. I've seen a few of his videos, and he's got the personality once again. So I can understand why, even if some of the stuff he says is absolute rubbish, I can understand why people watch him, because he's quite good in that way. I haven't watched Star Bazaar in a while. Do some HS to finish off if it works. First member to invite me to a party, like a game party, we'll do HS together. Hopefully it works this time. First member to invite me. I haven't watched Cryptic in a long time, admittedly. Don't go on there. Fuse, you're not a member. I want Fuse because I've not got long left, and because I don't quite know why, but sure, let's do it. You're not even a member. I don't quite know why I'm doing this with you, Fuse, to be honest, after the way you've treated me. But a new year, new beginning, maybe. Maybe you could become a member, though. That'd be alright. Stream the viewers, you're always welcome to join, guys. Invites only put you into the party and not the game, so you're always welcome to join. 15 likes away from 100 as well, let's get it. Yeah, your Battlefront disc still isn't working, that's madness. I didn't scream like Palpatine Tyler because we haven't got him. Hopefully we can get him here. That was kind of my idea. Yeah, Mike makes up his own rumours. He just comes up with whatever. Right, here we go. No, Palpatine. Hey, what the hell? Oh, well now he's picked Palpatine. This couldn't be going any worse. Right, well. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, my boy. I made Snoke. We got the 2. Oh my god, this is brilliant. My boy. I made Snoke. Kill the girl. But she is not who you think she is. Who is she? Can we just recreate all the scenes now? I think Palpatine and Kylo go well together, to be honest. I wish they did more. They didn't really do anything while on the same side, at least.
Give in to your anger. No! Take him out. Keep moving.
Come on, my boy. We can kill them. Unless Rey gets like 2 lightsabers, in which we've lost, because 2 equals more power, remember?
You have seen your destiny. I'm not my father. I won't follow his path.
You kind of did follow his path though, Luke, in a way. I mean, you didn't kill the younglings, that's the main thing. Hey Fuse, this'll be the real judgment of who's better, won't it? Whoever's first, and you're winning, so... Alright Fuse, alright Fuse. You know what, there's good teamwork there. Oh, I can't do Palpatine though. Alright, pajamas man. We should get an emote saying, "My boy, I made Snoke."
The dark side is...
Oh, thanks Dooku for that. The dark side is... What's he gonna say? Finish off the line. The dark side is... Oh, we will show them true sophistication and true comfort. Because I have become more powerful than... I've become more comfortable, I mean, than any Jedi. Even you, Master Yoda. Slaughter these insurrectionists. Oh, go away, Yoda, Jesus. Hit them, dude. Whoa, where's my stamina?
A sad tournament for Ray.
We're beating Fused right now. Fused, am I the better player out of us both? That is the question. You may have dropped yourself in it. Right, the General. To me, he's royalty. General Grievous, I presume. It's a surprise. Have a seat.
No one will deny me my victory!
Right. Negotiator.
I'll suffer no more of your insults!
Well done, Fused. You topped me. Okay. GG! I mean, we dominated either way. GG, Fused. Maybe you are better. Maybe we'll put it to the test next time. We're probably going to end there, though, guys. Kept to my word so far. 4 days of me being back. 1 stream, 1 preparation day, 1 video, another stream. Hopefully a video tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Very Critical Brett, AJF1, Boba, Creature Cal, Doom, Green Jedi, Obi-Wan Bros, Poke Pickle, Raphael, Soul Rebel, Starboy, Booyah, TJP, and Tyler. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. And hopefully, well, definitely more streams this weekend. See you then.